Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Inside Movies Galore. I am your host, David Striggy, and today I have another review for you from a filmmaker that I was suggested to help out since um, I have written a review for a filmmaker by the name of Sam Salerno, and he introduced me to Sam Mills. And this is actually his third film. It is right now streaming on Streamlit as we speak. So this is my Streamlit review for the week. The film is called Chameleon Shadow, and it's directed by Sam Mills from 2018. And it's put together by Kelly Mills Production. It is actually his third film because back in 2008, Sam Mills had attempted to and finished two films associated with each other's called Disembodied 1 and 2. And for 10 years, he didn't do anything. And he went back to school for filmmaking and came back with Chameleon Shadow. So the film begins using black and white for the recollections of a young man who keeps having nightmares, played by the director himself, Sam Mills. He plays a guy by the name of Cameron Michaels, who is about to become a participant in some kind of dream analysis study. Cameron begins to see a therapist, and things that he wants to have happen, like put his patient on medication, don't exactly sit well. So a therapist friend named Patty, played by Karen, of his, told him about another therapist that goes by the name of the Chameleon. But when he goes to meet this therapist, it turns out that this is the entity that is really an alternate reality of himself. The Chameleon offers that he will take the shadow people and his nightmares away on one condition: that he will never tell another living soul, as long as he lives, who and what he is. In a sense, the Chameleon might represent going down to the crossroads to offer up your soul to a demon. But in Cameron's sense, he agrees to the deal and he is cured, until he begins to see that that his dreams and shadow people that have haunted him since childhood have become real enough to haunt his neighbors. And his friend Patty went to go see the Chameleon several days later, and her dead brother Scott came back from the dead. For being on such a low budget, I do understand where this film took us. Ultimately, this led Patty and Cameron on a search for the Chameleon once again to fix that which has happened. Will Cameron be able to convince the Chameleon to right things that were wrong? And will Cameron be able to deal with the shadow people and his intruder once again? For not only has his original therapist disappeared, like he doesn't even exist, but there is something seriously wrong with Patty's dead brother. He is not quite right. I felt like this film was slow, but most independent films are slow in pace in their telling. So I'm just going to ignore that factor. I enjoyed the acting on both Patty and Cameron's part. I actually didn't have a problem with the storyline, other than the slow telling once it got down to what was happening. In fact, I believe that this film has an underlying message of sorts, at least for the main character. I think you just have to watch it and let the film play, because ultimately this is a journey of self-awareness from someone who has had a problem dealing with entities that have been with him since childhood. And in a sense, what would it be like without having them in his life? Deep down, I connect with the film's ending. This was a very good ending. I think if you give the film a chance, you might be quite surprised. I honestly don't feel that he probably could have done much better with the effects of creating the idea of the chameleon with probably what he had to go on at the time. So I think this is definitely a different film. You should definitely check it out if you have not. I think I will recommend this film for those of you out there that may enjoy this type of a pretense in a film. Um, so hopefully you enjoyed my description of this film. If you have not, definitely like and subscribe to my page. Um, I'll definitely have some more cool reviews, and I enjoy describing these films for the public. Um, I just enjoy the film as an art in general, and I suppose maybe it helps that I've actually interviewed the director before too. So in any case, um, thanks for listening. Have a great day, evening, or morning, wherever you are, and thanks for the traffic.